my name is Joy. By profession, I'm actually a certified kinesiologist. So I graduated from University of Toronto. I'm actually currently working at Fook Health Nurse Practitioner Clinic as a health promoter. So in working in this facility, I would be able to get to know more about stress management and how exercise would be able to encompass it into stress relief. So today I'm just going to talk about how exercise will be able to help with stress management. We all know exercise is actually a benefits in terms of improving our cardiovascular functions, our muscle buildings, and of course bone density and whatnot. So exercise doesn't have any exceptions. Of course, for weight management itself, the whole routine of exercise is very important. It is well established in a research paper that knowing how exercise, the whole routine, not only the aerobic but also the resistance trainings and flexibilities all together will be able to help in terms of stress reliever. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about how aerobic and resistance trainings and flexibility and with some demonstrations. So today I will demonstrate a little bit about how weight management will be able to easily into our daily routine. So for weight training, that as I mentioned, so these are weights, free weights, and so that's one way of doing weight training. And of course, there will be what we call TheraBands. And TheraBands, there is actually different stiffness, so the stretching ability is different. So they may not always does not always mean that red is always the lightest one or green is always the most stiff one or purple one. It always depends on the branding. So you always have to really try it out before you would know. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate most of the common weight training positions. So the first one is called Bicep Curl. So bicep is actually the front, and the back here is actually tricep. So we're going to do both. For a bicep curl, so the key is actually when you are doing it, you have to lock your elbow. That's one. Lock your wrist. So your wrists and your elbow is actually not moving. So you don't do it this way. You don't do it this way. So they are one straight line. Okay, and you control it. Doing it in a slower motion if you could. So you lock your elbow. So slowly up and down and up. Choose go all the way to the bottom. Okay, so one up, so curl up and two. So you can definitely do that. All right. So for the breathing per se, when you are going down, you are breathing in. Okay. TheraBand is always a better choice for older adults at home. So it's free weights, of course. If you just drop it and whatnot, it might hurt you, but for TheraBands, it will actually cause less of a damage per se. So TheraBand on the floor, you can step on it. Okay, when you hold on to it, we're gonna rub it around. All right, ready? And again, this very same movement, up and down, the very same movement. All right. You can do the very same thing when you are sitting down. So for older adults at home, you can do the very same thing when you're sitting down. So with the very same movement, okay? So you step on it, maybe just a little bit shorter so that you can feel the resistance there. Again, up and down. Okay? Again, we don't do it this way, we don't do it this way. The elbow is locked, wrist is straight. Up and down, okay? Of course, when you're doing the right side, you have to do the left side just to balance it out. Usually, your recommendation is 10 to 15 reps, so 10 to 15 times, and you rest for about half a minute, and you do another 10 to 15, and then you rest for another half a minute, and then you do another 10 to 15. So always 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. So as I mentioned it before, this is the bicep, this is the tricep. All right. So for the tricep, it will be at the back, putting my hands all the way at the back. And again, the movement is very similar. So the movement is very wrist is one straight line. All right. So it's up and down. So again, it's straight up, straight down. All right. The very same movement, you can do it again with your TheraBand. So again, you don't do it with your wristbands, you don't do it with your elbow overextended, okay? The third movement I'm going to introduce today is actually for your deltoids. So usually it's very easy, doing a fly. So up and down, up and down, and up and down. Again, you want to breathe in when you're going down. Okay. All right. So again, during these motions, your arms has to be up, straight, and down. So you don't go up, and you don't. When you're going down, have to work against the gravity. You don't do, just drop it. All right. So that will increase the risk of injury. The very same movement, you can again do it with your TheraBand, standing or sitting down, as I mentioned it before. So again, you want to step on it. Depends on how long you want to step on it, how stiff you want it to be. So this one, facing inside with your palm facing inside with the wrists up and down, up and down, up and down. So as I mentioned it before, always recommended to have 3 sets of 15 reps. All the movements that I demonstrated with the free weights, with the TheraBand, so you can always replace it with water bottles, okay? Or you can take all the waters in there, you can put it with sand, so that would give it a little bit of a weight. So weight training, or resistance training, what we call, is any of the movement that you carry a weight to perform. So it's just like the free weights movements or even walkings. You can actually hold on to 2 water bottles or 2 free weights when you are walking. So that's carry in your own weight plus the free weight to do your aerobic. So that would actually have a combination of the effect. So flexibility stretching is also another important component of the exercise. So a lot of times people will think that I would do the stretchings before I exercise. So in terms of theories per se, I will always recommend to do the flexibilities and stretchings, especially stretchings at the end of the exercise. So lower back is usually the points that we would like to focus on. A lot of adults, a lot of us do have lower back pains. So there will be 2 to 3 flexibilities today that I'm going to demonstrate about lower back pains. So one is you sit up straight on any mat or even on grass, or when you're really doing your exercise outdoor. So you'll be with your legs straight, you lift up your right legs to the left side, and you turn to the opposite way and hold it. And usually, most of the stretchings, the positions that we will recommend to hold it for at least 15 to 30 seconds. Okay? And the other side, we're doing the same thing. So you move your leg to the opposite side, and you turn to the opposite way. And again, each movement is for 15 to 30 seconds. Okay? The second one that I'm going to demonstrate will be lying on the mat, legs straight, and you slowly lift both legs up and hold it. And again, 15 to 30 seconds. And back. Okay, and one more time, holding up both your legs up. In front of you. And back. Okay, so again, each movement, you should also hold it 15 to 30 seconds long. If possible, doing it 3 times. Okay? So for the third one, we're going to do a very famous calf stretch. Both your knee and your palms are shoulders width, and you are going to put your abdominal closer to the floor with your legs lifted. And coming back just like a cat. Going back. that's 3 stretchings and flexibilities that we usually recommend for lower back tensions or lower back pains. This following video is just for educational information only. For personal diagnosis or treatment options, please consult your primary healthcare providers or exercise professionals for detailed information.